with us and receive some of this corporate prayer. So
we're standing here with one of the halves of the community being, and I always like to talk about relationships, but we have an awesome couple here who is building up in the community where they can have relationship with the community. And please tell us what your theme here is at the Coffee Bean.
Here at Community Coffee, we do pretty much, we have coffee, but that's not really what we sell. What we sell is the experience of being part of your community. Like, we're all about Douglasville. We do tons of events. I don't even know all the events we do. And we pretty much bring in tons of people. We don't charge on any of our vendors unless it's something that they want to rent for a lot. But we pretty much love the community. We do whatever we can for the community. Today we're just part. Like, we really don't actually look at ourselves as a big part of this event that's here tonight. But they look at it as we are, and so for us, that's just what we do. Is we try to kind of make it so that it's a space, a location where everything can come together in Douglasville. Because Douglasville, that's what it needs. It needs places, just like Irish Bread Pub came in and they built a plaza. Really, the plaza was there already, but until they came in, there was not really a central location for them to all come together. And now, that's what we want. We're here doing the same thing, and this is just a start. Right?
Yeah, it's truly an atmosphere for people to meet, people to actually greet. Like you say, we've been through the different rooms here, and it's awesome. They have marvelous artwork, and it's just an experience when you come here. So we have to understand that voicing the gospel is more than just a speaking. You all are actually a ministry by sitting in the community and actually doing the work that it's called to be. And sometimes it's what people miss out on is actually the work that's called to be. Isn't that right, Jacosta? We do a lot of talking, we do a lot of music, but our walk and talk don't necessarily line up together.
no service.
That's right, no
You have
service.
to serve. You have to serve. That's what we're placed here to do. Not for each other, not for ourselves, but we are to serve. And that's what God wants us to do, is to be a service, not always this.
Yeah, and so this is an awesome place, and we like that you all are hosting. Like you said, you're not a big part of it, but you are right in the center of this Christian block party that is getting ready to kick off at noon, and that is awesome, because then you give people a warm place to come in and to get out of the cold. And when you think of it, that is really what we're supposed to do as Christians: help people find a warm place out of this sinful world. So when we can find a place like here in our community, we need to support them so that they stay alive, stay around, so we can find that place to go to. Because I come here regularly to get my regular mango smoothie that I love, but I think it's a little chilly outside today. We were talking about getting us some cider. We're going to try that apple cider out today. So tell us what's on your menu, some other nice warm things that we can partake of today.
So my favorite is, of course, Mexican hot chocolate. It's not as spicy as your Mexican hot chocolates at other places, but we do have cayenne pepper if you're like, oh, I really want it to be spicy. But it's that's a good one. Also, of course, apple cider, good. All your coffee drinks hot is good, like lattes, macchiatos, and you can put flavoring in them. So that's nice. I think there's something else. There's something.
Well, we have to get to the other hand, Marlene, because I know you probably buy.
It's definitely so I'm a barista, I guess. I do the night shift pretty much here every night, so I work a regular job and then come here and do the night shift. So if you come here at night, you'll get Daniel's coffee. If you come here at day, you get Marlene's coffee, which is amazing. Somehow she'll make like the same recipe that I make, and it'll be so much better when she does it. So
It's that woman's touch.
It is. I'm sorry.
I think that if it did enough research, they'd find out it's something like that. Yes.
Yeah, it is. I'm telling you.
It's the love that when we touch it, we just make it fabulous.
It's God created us. But your rib is here, and you guys have a part of it. However, He gave us that touch to give us that oomph to the coffees and the lattes.
Yes, and me and Marlene, we pretty much we didn't really know what we were doing when we first started to open a coffee shop. We just knew the coffee shop was like the first phase. Okay. We eventually want to do a bakery, restaurant, all that stuff down the road. And we don't know if any of that will ever happen. We know this place has become amazing. Because when we first came to Douglasville, we were like, okay, we don't know if this is going to work, but there's a potter shop here. And we're like, let's get in with the potter shops. We did. And it opened up this opportunity to have this spot here that's in the middle of a neighborhood that most of Douglasville doesn't even know is here. Like, if you ask people, have you ever been to Middle Village Park? They're like, where's Mill Village Park? They have no idea. They sometimes will know where the mill is. They might know kind of this area or something a little bit, but they don't really come here. And so us being here has opened us up to this community here that is amazing. The people that live in this neighborhood are some of the nicest people in Douglasville. And you never know it because you never probably meet them unless you came here. Most of the basketball players that come here every day, they all come to the park, play here every single day. Most of them have not been past Highway 5 in their whole lives. They will probably live here and they'll never leave Douglasville. And so this gives them an opportunity to come in here, meet people that they never normally meet, and other people meet them, and like having MomoCon here, it's awesome. And they do a lot of events here, and MomoCon's bringing even more people to Douglasville, like Pokemon Go. That was our first like insane event that we had here, and it was awesome. And so tonight they're also doing something else with MomoCon here today, as well as a Christian family reunion block party. So it's just everything's happening at the same time. It's great.
It's alive.
Yeah, so it might be a little house, but it's a lot of big things that are going on here. And I like one of the things, for people who are not Atlanta bound, have never been through Georgia, let me give you an understanding of where Mill Village Park is. You know, we are literally what they say across the railroad track from Highway 92. But when he talks about there are people in the community that have never been past Highway 5, we're talking about a 2-mile radius. So that means this is kind of like their life. They're living within this bubble. So people who have not been outside of their 2-mile radius of living, this gives them an opportunity to have exposure to other things by bringing it here. Because you know, if you don't never go out your neighborhood, you never experience things, you live only within the environment and you don't aspire to go outside of it. So this house is bringing an opportunity, it's showing it's something outside of this 2-mile radius that you can aspire to. You know, so that's what it is to me to come here. Look at the beautiful artwork along the wall, because you all are lifting up the teenagers, the kids in this community, showing off that they have something to offer. Then you all are offering some place people can come and be nurtured and find people to connect with by just simply playing games, allowing people to be themselves and not get caught in that 2 miles. I mean, even though it's just right across the street, it's like you get to come to a whole different world within those 2 miles. Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally, it's pretty much you come over here and the experience from, if you're on Highway 5, you go to like Yulubogi or some other stuff, it's almost all corporations that you go in, you do all that stuff. And almost all Highway 5, it's all little corporations. There is some things like Burke's Grill. Burke's Grill is awesome. There's several little stores and stuff around it that we really kind of just don't really see in that are local people that are just, it's not a chain, it's not anything else. But we come over here to downtown Douglasville side of things and everywhere in Mill Village Park. It's all local people that are chains. Like there's maybe 2 that are chain restaurants and all of it. Like Cabin Fever Roasters, the other coffee shop. They're not a chain. They're just 2 people that came together, just like me and Marlena was like, let's do something with Douglasville that they've never done before. You know, they've had other coffee shops. They have tons of other coffee shops, and each one has always failed. The reason why is because they don't bring the community into it. They try to sell coffee, they try to sell their products, and they don't sell the community. And so that's when we first decided to do. We're like, we have to be part of the community. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I go to every meeting or event or like things like I see all different like meeting posts and stuff like that, and I'm like, I go to those, but I have a job, I can't do that. And Marlene started to go to some of them, and it's getting her more into the community on the political side, but I kind of want to stay away from it. I don't want to be part of necessarily the politics of the community. I want to be part of the actual community, the people.
Yeah.
So we don't, one of the things that has kind of made some of the local politicians mad is I don't endorse any candidates at all, no matter what. You will never find a campaign sign up here unless it was open for everybody else. So like we have the sheriff's race going right now. I told every sheriff back when there was 9 running, I said, you can put your stuff up here, but just so you know, everybody else is going to have their stuff up here too. So that's kind of just one of the things, is just being open to the public. And so I gear towards politics in my life outside of the coffee shop. So I'm stay informed with what's going on, so that when the community comes in and asks, I know about this sheriff or about this sheriff's background or whatever. And that way, even if they don't know what's going on, because I mean, if you don't know who Tim Collins is, or you might not know anything about him. So you can come here and be like, hey, how's Tim Collins? Like, that's awesome. He's a great guy. He's been in the force for 25 years. These are things that most people in Douglasville wouldn't really know. And then, even though actually everybody does know Tim Collins. Let's just face it, he's pretty much been here so long that everybody knows. Most of the people in this community know him incredibly well, which is kind of, but like I'll go, do you know this person? Like, I know that. They don't know any of these people. So politics side, I really kind of like try to keep out of the coffee shop and just have it's local people are.
We're gonna take a break and then we're gonna move to the wall because they have an awesome wall that I want you all to see how they actually promote other people in the community, and that is one of the things. A lot of times, other businesses, we only promote businesses that actually bring us money, but they actually support every type of business that actually helps the community. So we're gonna roll over to a little music, and then we're gonna move us and walk to the wall so we can see the support and the love that goes on here in the house.
All right, great. So we're gonna take a quick break.